Okay. All right. A lot of madness to take care of one person here. And once I see that this switches over, then for sure we get this party started. So let me know if the audio sounds okay. If the video on your end sounds good. I have it on. What's the setting I got it on? Normal latency. So let me know how the connection works. I'm working with the Panasonic Lumix G9, and I got it with the Blackmagic capture card here. So I do hear something over here. There we go. So I got my iPad to see your questions. If you do have any, feel free to post those up. In the meantime, we're going to get to today's topic. So as I posted on Instagram and Facebook, that today's topic is really going to be about the business of photography and the fact. Okay. I'm noticing. Let me know if you notice something. I just got this message from YouTube saying not receiving enough video, which is ironic because I have a quality cables connected to this thing. But anyway, you'll see. We're gonna talk about the business of photography today, and specifically what I see a lot of people are doing wrong, especially beginning photographers, but even some established photographers too. But and these are things that not only do I think is wrong, I mean feel free to comment on it, but also that I know that customers that are effective, if they change it, they could increase their amount of their business that they have. Now, granted, if you're not doing this for business or whatnot, that's fine. But even still, if you're looking to work with better talent, work with better brands, whatever, even if it's not for profit, how you present yourself and how you brand yourself is super important. And so this can affect you regardless. You want to do photography as a second source of income or not. Okay. So far everything's looking semi-good. Oh no, it's focusing on. There we go. That should be okay. Should be on me. But we'll see. Cool. So anywho. Now with that said, first thing I wanted to talk about is the website. Like the purpose of it ultimately in terms of marketing is concerned, but also the lack of use of it, quite honestly. So first of all, a lot of times that I see beginning photographers that the messaging on the website is too confusing. And what I mean by too confusing, I mean it doesn't tell me real quick what kind of photography that you specialize in. I should be able to know within just a couple of clicks or a few slides of photos, and generally get a taste on the homepage what you're about and why I should be hiring you because more likely you're good in that field. A lot of times it's too confusing. If you're telling me you shoot weddings, but then you have photos of pets, which is no problem. It kind of like it's two different specialties, two different areas of concentration, and I might want to put my money into someone who is dedicated in that genre to take care of my one special day out of my entire life, which is wedding or bar mitzvah, whatever the case may be. I would say clean it up. I know we all like different kinds of photos outside of the specific genre that we like. Me specifically, I like photography. And when I mean portrait photography, I mean more like commercial portraits and fashion editorial work. So I do not promote that I shoot kids. Not that I can. I just don't go out. That's just not my thing. Some people are really good at it. Working with kids, 13 and younger, and they're fantastic. great. That's awesome. That's awesome. But for me, it's just not my area of strength that I want to, or even an area that I want to concentrate in. I'd rather stay with subjects that are maybe 15 and above. So therefore, that's where I kept myself. What is that for you? What is your niche? And I hope you figure that out. And once you do figure out the area that you enjoy, like someone just hit me up today, and he really likes shooting animals. Fantastic. Therefore, his photos, unless there were animals on his website, should have animals. Boom. Animal portraits, cats, and dogs. People's pets. And that's great. And even though like I might like doing landscape, but I have a whole separate Instagram, a whole everything that has nothing to do with my business side of photography, where I put those photos at, and that's great. Post it on your Facebook or whatnot. But if you're trying to brand yourself as a specialist in a particular field, then for sure you should be not doing that, and you should not be confusing your customers in that way. One thing is people don't update their website regularly, which I don't know why. Like you need to update that regularly. Here we go. Why is this widget just killing me here? Oh, okay. Sorry about that. It's this portal here is always keeping me worried. So another thing is updating your website regularly. Me personally, when I'm finished with a session that I know I want to put that may end up in my portfolio website, I always look at the set of photos, narrow them down to 10 or less, and then say which one, maybe two of those photos would I think would be strong enough to be on my website. Then I look at the website and then I say what maybe one or two can be taken down and be replaced by these one or two. I don't want to have a gazillion. Not everybody needs to look through all 83 photos of yours to figure out they want to work with you. You haven't done a good enough job in being self-critical of your own work and putting up the best work, right? Now, when it comes to putting up regularly, you should be thinking about that. It costs you nothing to upload your image on a regular basis, right? We do at least once, maybe twice a day on Instagram or Facebook. So for sure, you should not be neglecting the rotation or just the arrangement and just freshness of your photos on the website. Okay. Website is like the cheapest but yet powerful marketing tool you can have as a photographer. First of all, for your own .com is like $11.99 GoDaddy for a year. And secondly, it sends a signal to your customers or who you potentially want to work with that you're serious about your own brand and that you're serious about photography. If you're sending people emails to do business and it's Joe Blow photography at gmail.com, that tells me you couldn't even invest $11 and get your own domain so that you can have a professional, clean-looking email address that says Joe Blow at joeblowphotography.com. And it takes very little effort, a little bit of time, even less amount of money. And if you can't even do that for yourself, why should I be giving you hundreds of dollars for a headshot or a wedding or whatever the case may be. So it's really about perception. That's where a lot of this comes into play, and I'll explain more on that later. So obviously with the website, you want to have your very best of the best, right? So why is this like frozen or something? Very, very odd. How annoying. Okay, we're gonna keep it trucking. I'm gonna pray this works out. So have your very best of the best on display. Okay? And what I mean by that is put your best foot forward. Again, start with those 5 or 10 photos, your favorite from a photo shoot, and then really be critical of your own work. Be honest with yourself. Which is the best image? And if you give yourself 2 to 3 reasons why, that more than likely means you made a good choice. So People only know you from your last photo that you posted on Instagram. Okay. As for your website, people only know the best photo you put up. They don't know about the 100 others that aren't that good, that didn't make the cut. So put up your very best work and be critical. Say, I only want to display 25 photos. Why are these 25 gonna really set me apart from someone else? Communicating my skill level, where I'm at, and where I want to go. Okay. Be honest with yourself. As soon as I start to be honest, I was able to raise my rates. I was able to work with the kind of talent that I want to work
because
with.
I was honest with myself. I was pushing myself and setting a standard for myself
that other people respected after a while because they noticed I wouldn't lower on myself. So if they associated with me, I'm not going to allow them to lower their standards when they're working with me.
And that could happen for you too.
So now the thing is with a website, what's the biggest difference between Instagram and a website? Many times, especially with models, photographers, oh, check out my Instagram. Check out my Instagram. And I get it. We're on it. We're on it a lot. I go to my Instagram. I go to my Instagram a lot more than I do website. So I totally get it. Let me just make sure this is like on me. For some reason, I just feel like it's not. Holy cow. Let me see if I can. Like, there we go. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. I'll move this over. Sorry guys, you guys couldn't get this little. There we go. Well, crotch action going on. Cool. All right, hopefully this helps. But the biggest difference between website and Instagram is that websites offer your very best work, as I just explained. When it comes to Instagram, it's all about your latest that you created. Okay. Now sometimes your latest might be awesome at that time. But later on, it's not that awesome. But when I get a client, a lot of times I'll ask them, how did you find me? I went to Instagram. Okay, cool. Then I checked out Facebook or whatever. And then they eventually end up at my website. So they notice my latest work. That attracts them. Go to my website. And that seals the deal. Your website seals the deal. That's why you gotta have the best of the best on that website. Have it updated. Because as soon as they see that website, it can either open the gates of opportunity or close it in your face and crush your fingers. So you gotta have that. On there. And especially numerous times, like repeated. How can they get in contact? Every page have their phone number and your email. Okay. But that's the biggest difference. Now I'm not saying Instagram is bad. And I'm not saying a website is bad. I'm saying they work hand in hand together to better brand your photos, your services. So again, website is for your best of the best. Instagram is for your latest work. Okay. So with that said, if you took an amazing award-winning photo, put it on Instagram, 2 weeks later, they actually have to go through the effort of scrolling through your profile to get to that amazing award-winning photo. That means before you know it, it's old, basically outdated in the sense of Instagram life scrolling, right? But on your website, that award-winning image could always be on your front because websites are built to display your very best work. Instagram updates. It's quick snapshots of what you got going on right now. So again, Instagram is for updates for your latest work. Okay? Now. Here's another thing I notice. A lot of people slip and kind of like not do the best on. One is let me know if this is in focus. By the way, this is super annoying me right now. That this focus is like just drive me up the wall. Okay. Here we go. Cool. We'll see. Anyway, you'll tell me. So here's the next thing that I've seen. A lot of people make mistake on, which is what's your focus? There are many times I see people want to get into photography, especially during this COVID. I've seen people buy cameras through, just giving advice, everything else, Facebook and everything else. And they discovered that they really taking photos, and I'm like, man, that's awesome. There are some people even before COVID, photographers or come to my workshops and whatnot, and they take photos of everything. Right, just like I said earlier. You can see it on the website. It's too confusing. But when it comes to business, you want to have a focus. The F word. And because that lets a potential client know, am I hiring a specialist? Somebody that trained in that genre, understanding how to take photos and capture the best photos of that genre, or just a jack of all trades and a master at none. I'd rather be a specialist. First of all, when you focus on a specific genre, specialists get paid more. They're specialists for a reason. That's why I hire a plumber. That's why I hire a plumber, not my uncle whoever. That maybe even do plumbing, carpentry, electrician, and all this other jazz. But a plumber will get the job done. The first time. That's what he does. That's what he does. That's their focus. That's their focus. Okay. So that goes for you. I can guarantee if you take all the genres you like, down to one or two complementary genres, and then say, this is my area of expertise. You can double your rates. You can double your rates damn near overnight. Easily. If you could concentrate on that and then back it up, obviously. You can do that because people are more willing to pay for specialized services. Look at Amazon. They created a niche where they're specialized in getting low-cost products to you damn near the same day. Thus, look at the money in the market they own. That could be you when it comes to your marketing of yourself and putting yourself out there. You have to focus. I'm glad you can take street photography photos. A gang of people paying you for baby portraits, and that's what's keeping your lights. Perhaps you should not have that street photography on your site because that's too cluttered, and then concentrate on babies and baby family portraits. Those two are complementary. There you go. I do commercial portraits, editorial work. So yeah, I'll dabble in family portraits because a portrait is a photo of a person, right? So therefore, that's complementary. That works out. But I will not do like kid. I won't say my landscape photographer. That's ridiculous. Not that I don't like doing it. I enjoy it on my own free time. But it's not my specialty. And I am quick to let people know and have no problem informing them. I just don't do landscape or street photography. But if you're a landscape photographer and you like doing street, that's kind of complimentary. That's kind of complimentary. Go for it. See if you can make something out of it. But a specialist is going to get paid way more than a generalist. So just keep that in mind. Focus. If somebody says you have what it's called an elevator pitch. It's called an elevator pitch. If you have one flight to get to the next level, in a building, in an elevator, and someone says, "What kind of photography do you do?" What are you going to tell them? In that 30 seconds. I do street photography. I do landscape. I do some babies. I do some babies. I got a dog. No one's gonna hire you. No one's gonna hire you. You can't even trust yourself. You can't even trust yourself for what your specialty is. So think about that. What's your focus? All right. Now, this one you have to be. This one's a little critical. Okay. Ask yourself, what makes you different? I think about that all the time. Even still today. It's been about 10 years. I've been doing this. I quit my job. 7 years ago. Pursue photography full time. And I have to constantly reevaluate my marketing in order to say what makes different. How do I stand out? Everybody's got a camera. Everybody's got a credit card. I'm sorry. You can get yourself a damn good camera. Right? And lenses. So I have to say to myself, what other areas in photography can I better improve, make sure that my style, my approach is that much different than anybody else and cannot be replicated. You need to ask yourself that. You need to ask yourself that. Be honest. What is it about it? What is it about it? Because there's a lot of photographers that make amount of money. I'm sure more money than I do. More money than I do. They're very good at selling themselves. They have a focus. They have a focus. Communicate that. The website says it. And that can help communicate to their client. What makes them different? What makes them different? If you could make sure, then you actually have a purpose with your photography. Otherwise, you're just taking a bunch of snapshots, and a few people are sitting there clicking like, and then all of a sudden, you're a great photographer. To me, a great photographer can not only communicate, but visually tell you why he or she is that different. We all can take great photos with the iPhone 11. It's a great camera. It'll do the job. But how you approach will set you apart from someone who's taking snapshots versus someone who is a photographer and use an iPhone. There are big differences. You need to find that out creatively. How do you separate yourself apart? That also goes for your presentation of the website. Go back to your website. You need to make it more. Minimize it. Very focused. Less confusing. That goes for your logo too. That's a whole other situation. So what does make you different? It can be the area of focus that you specialize in. As I said, somebody messaged me on Facebook today. I want to do animal portraits. And I said to myself, that's a fantastic way to go. Portrait photography is very oversaturated, especially wedding photography. I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area. This is where you want to be as a wedding photographer. But it's very saturated. Now, when it comes to pets and everything, I definitely don't want to dabble with that. I don't have the patience. I love animals, but I just don't have the patience to get the right awesome photo. But those who have that I've seen, I really am impressed. Wow, that looks like a great photo, good lighting, awesome creativity. Go for it, man. If he has the passion, and there's obviously going to be a market for, especially here in the Bay Area, for animal, four-legged family members, right? Go for it. So I'm actually that's an awesome niche he found. We'll set him apart. If we're standing at a bar, having a drink, talking, and says, "Oh, you guys are photographers." We clearly are different. You see, he clearly has a specialization in the focus, which is animal portraits. It's people. Commercial portraits. Boom. Easy ways to describe each other. We're both photographers. Therefore, that makes sense. So, anywho. So as I said, ask yourself, really makes yourself different. And when I mean by different, I mean by from other photographers, right? Okay, so now. Here's a little tip that I realized over the COVID situation. That actually has helped me out. Because when COVID hit, I got hit very hard. Meaning from my photography dropped as soon as the shelter-in-place happened on March 13th. It went away. Thankfully, Panasonic, as many know, I am an advocate for Panasonic Lumix cameras. They give me projects every week, and basically I'm working like part-time kind of a thing, and by the grace of God, it's been going every week. So shout out to Lumix and Panasonic. You guys are awesome. For making sure keep us busy and keep us busy and some income coming in. But nonetheless, my photography is my main income. It disappeared. It was devastating. But thankfully, over the past few months, I've been really getting videography skills up. And this COVID really pushed me over the edge in terms of am I ready or not? That's what I was asking myself. And I'm glad I did it. I'm so glad I did it. Let me tell you. perfect timing. Because my back was against the wall. I need extra income. I need extra income, like right now. And guess what? And guess streaming has gone through the roof. Whether it be video or video. As soon as COVID happened, we're all sheltering in place. We're watching things more. So I decided to make sure I produce weekly videos on YouTube. At least can do that. At least can do that. And then secondly, I decided to put that out that I offer these as a service in terms of video. And people started coming to me because of my YouTube videos, which I do about portrait photography. How do you do your setups? How do you lighting? How do you do the lighting? How do you do this? This and that with and this and I realized the video side, which is video complementary skills, videography and photography. And I said, perhaps I can make this work. And thankfully, by the grace of the Most High, I have been able to do just that. So, moral of the story is. Look for creative ways to increase the amount of services that you provide. But the services complementary. For me, it was videography. Again, right? If you do weddings and then weddings fall out the wayside, what kind of things do you think you can be doing? Maybe you can help people do live streaming, and learn how to manage that whole for other people. They may pay you a consultant fee. If you're really good at how events are captured and the lighting and everything else. All I'm saying is find complementary ways to increase the amount of services you can because what that does is it helps you during slow times of the year. If photography dips a little bit, weddings dip a little bit around November and December, the fourth quarter. But if my videography is going to maybe video products of videos, testimonials, or for companies, like corporate events, etc. Then there's that upswing, and that balances out the negative in the photography. That's what I did for me. I'm not sure what that is for you, but feel free to make sure that you're spreading yourself around complementary skills in order to remain a thriving artist. There have been plenty of times where I've met other aspiring photographers, and they've been wondering how the heck I've been doing. And it's really because I just try to make sure that I learn about a lot of complementary skills. And I'm always trying to build on those skills. And I'll be talking about that later. Right now during COVID, photography would be you wouldn't get touched. You can maximize on that. Say right now, if you want to do a pair of shoes, they'll just send you the shoes through the mail. Throw out the box, clean out the box, right? Wash your hands, you get it, boom, you shoot it, you send them back the media that they want to use for whatever ad. For any other retailer out there. You can still offer that service and not have to be within 6 feet of your client ever. The email, FaceTime, you can do all that. Shoot the product, and then send them in digital files. Product photography would be another area. That's why videography helped me out is because all the editing and all the other stuff, the majority of it is all at home. I would have been home. I would have been in sheltered in place anyway if it wasn't for COVID. If it wasn't for COVID, editors were usually inside anyway. Now the minimum amount of time that I am face-to-face with a customer when it comes to videography, I'm wearing a mask, 6 feet, 8 feet away. I'm doing all that good stuff. But that's only for an hour or two, and then I go home and I take care of the majority of the project. PayPal or whatever. Paid, and then that's that. But again, if I solely was just 6 VD being a photographer and nothing else, I would have been through my savings already. I would have been panicking, and I for sure would not be doing this live stream. I would be worried about getting paid. Because I already planted those seeds months before, tucked away some money, I'm doing just fine. I have no complaints. And it's because I put in that work and finding complementary skills of my main profession, which is photography. So anyway, increase the services, figure out what complementary skills can do it, learn it, and then do it. Okay? Now, last but not least, which is actually very complimentary to the last. Education is power. Education is power. Like, what are you doing right now? YouTube University is ready to go. It is ready to go. We also have all sorts of master classes that are going on. Facebook, Google, whatever it is you think, whatever it is you didn't have time to learn. Now we've had 6 weeks to figure it out. And if you haven't got on it, you should be like seriously, whipping your own self, figuring out why you haven't gotten off that couch, turn off that damn Netflix, figure out how to learn a new skill. Remember, just because you post a photo on Instagram, likes do not equal understanding or skill. Okay? That's like for real. A good photographer to me can consistently create good photos. Not once in a while you'll get a good one. Right? That's luck. Okay? Skill is acquired over time. Talent you're naturally born. You may have a good eye. You may have a good eye. You have a good talent. You may have a talent. You have a good eye. You can see a good photo coming. But skills acquired over time. Right. You sharpen that knife. And every time you go to cut something, it slices every time. That's what you want. You want that consistency. You want that consistency of goodness. It's only going to happen through over time again, repetition, and educating and being honest that you don't know it all. I practice lighting all the time. I practice this lighting here, like video after video. I look at it, say, okay, I can improve this. Let me get this kind of light. Let me get this kind of light. And I reinvest in myself. The only thing I really spend money on is on more gear because the gear that I get helps to elevate my quality of the videos I create, and the images I produce. And if I invest in myself, clients clearly understand why the prices I say are justified. And same with you. If you're sitting there with a kit lens, doing your thing, long as you're doing it, understand things, but then it gets to a point where you're just gonna have to invest in better glass. When you know better, when your skill hits, it's gonna hit a plateau with that glass, with that kit lens, and you need to get that kit lens, but you're looking at a new pair of Nikes, or some other crap. Instead of putting it into that lens, then the dude next to you, whoever is going to be smoking you and getting all the clients because they're the ones who are putting it into the glass and wearing 5-year-old Chuck Taylors. Hell, I don't even have Chuck Taylors. I have Chuck Taylors. Airwalks that look like Chuck Taylors I got from Payless. Why? Because I don't give a damn. I'd rather get myself a piece of gear and invest in myself. Education is power. People will see. If you invest in yourself, they see it. They know you are worth the money they said. They know you're a professional because you reinvested in yourself. Whether it be through education or more gear, whichever way you want to do it. But don't just get gear to get gear. You could be bragging to me and whoever else come into contact with. Get it because it absolutely improve your photography, the quality of work you produce. That's how I do it. My brother Dave helped me get my business off the ground, give me credit and this, that, and the third. I'm not ashamed to admit it. And what he helped me to understand when he was helping me buy gear, he would say, is this gear going to make you more money? How? And I'd have to explain it to him. Like, Dave, this lens, it's going to do this, it's going to do this, it's going to do that. He said, okay. Will your clients be able to pay this? Meaning,
am I charging enough?
Where like one or two clients for this piece of product. And then that really stuck in my mind.
Now I still love buying gear, but I really quadruple, I don't know what sextuplet or whatever, you know, I ask myself 6 to 8 times, do I really need this gear or do I just want it?
Okay.
I've just purchased the slider recently for video.
As many of you know, I do documentary film work.
I want to enhance the quality of my interviews with the subjects that I'm profiling. And I feel like a slider can do that. I didn't go out and buy the most expensive one. I bought one that had solid reviews, good price.
Let's go for it.
Okay.
Now, the
documentaries aren't going to make me money.
That's a passion.
But what I did to justify the cost was
what can I do with it?
On the photography side?
On the photography side.
When I do product reviews.
Okay.
Now the slider can give me even more enhanced dynamic of video to work with,
and then thus hand that over to the brand I'm working with.
And then if they enjoy that much more,
benefit.
I will benefit
in the long run.
So therefore,
it's a justified purchase on many levels.
On my personal passion pursuit, and also my profession.
So that's what I want you to do for yourself.
Again, education is power.
Even if you don't buy anything, but you spend
a master class,
you try to figure out creative ways to understand light
and shadow,
and how they relate to each other,
and how you can make them work for you.
Then that, my friend, will pay off in dividends. I don't care if you have a kit lens. I don't care if you just have a 50 millimeter plastic Wonder f1.8.
If you do that,
invest in yourself, whatever the case may be,
and truly try to apply what you've learned,
you will be much further.
I tell you, the people we see on Instagram. A lot of them are lucky.
I want you to be consistent.
Consistent with work that you're happy with.
When I look at work,
I still have work. I still hanging on my wall right now.
From years ago.
And I look at it and I'm still happy with it.
Now no one's gonna come in my place and look at this and look at this.
But from time to time you might see it up there or something, right?
But ultimately I look because I'm a fan of my own work.
That lets me know that the education I've put myself through and investing in myself with
has paid off.
At the end of the day, I want to be happy with my work.
I want you to be happy. I want you to be happy.
When you're that much happier, you're
that much more confident.
Okay?
I'm telling you.
Add another
20%
to your price.
Just confidence alone.
You'll get 20% more. If you're able to sell yourself with confidence. That starts again. The foundation is education.
Educate yourself
on what this is and how you can manipulate it to really
make yourself different from the next photographer.
Okay. Anywho, I didn't know this would